Welcome back. Thanks for stopping on in for today's NFL pick video play. If you guys are interested, I recommend going over and checking out all of our picks, including our daily free play, over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into this one, talking about this matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins, the road team. Baltimore coming into this one as 1-point favorites. In terms of where Vegas has these two squads pegged for the 2018 season, they have Baltimore pretty much right about in line to what they did last year, maybe taking a slight step back. So Baltimore, they went on to win 9 games last year, and Vegas has them with their win total over-under at about 8 wins in comparison to the Miami Dolphins, last year going 6-10 overall. And again, Vegas has them having a fairly similar result here in 2018 with their win total at 6.5 wins. So going back to the road team here, the Baltimore Ravens, thus far in the preseason, they've been very successful in going on and grabbing victories in these matchups. They came through in the Hall of Fame game over the Chicago Bears. Then they absolutely ran away with things at home against the LA Rams, winning that one by a final of 33-7. And then in their last outing, which came on the road against the Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore won that one in a competitive game by a final of 20-19. And the Ravens, they're the perfect kind of squad to have success within the preseason because they have quarterback battles going on and pretty decent depth up and down the chart there with the quarterback position. So you have Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson, as well as Robert Griffin III. Whichever one of those guys out there on the field is generally going to be a guy that's trying to prove himself, earn his spot on the depth chart, and it has talent to have success out there on the field as well. And in their last outing, all these quarterbacks combined to go 20 of 32 for 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in what was a little bit more of a defensive battle there in Indianapolis, where Baltimore leaned a bit more on their ground game in that matchup against the Colts. So today they're taking on the Miami Dolphins, who have come up short in their 2 matchups thus far in the preseason. Competitive games, but the Dolphins losing at the end of the day to the Buccaneers at home by a final of 24-26, and then losing in their last outing on the road against the Carolina Panthers by a final of 20-27. And in terms of their quarterback depth, we have Ryan Tannehill, Brock Osweiler, Bryce Petty, and David Fales. I don't put this quarterback depth chart quite as high as Baltimore's, and as a result of that, it's not a big surprise to see the road team coming into this one favored, especially when you consider that the Ravens are 3-0 in the preseason and the Dolphins are sitting at 0-2 in their last outing on the road against the Panthers. These 4 quarterbacks went on to complete 30 of 42 passes for 225 yards, 0 touchdowns to 1 interception. And really, out of all these guys, the only one that I wasn't all that impressed with was David Fales, who completed just 1 of 6 passes for 6 yards, 0 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's probably not going to get a whole lot of time on the field here today, if at all, because this is week 3 of the preseason when you generally see the first teamers get a bit more of the action. So in terms of watching your favorite NFL squads, definitely check out that 3rd week of the preseason if you want to see those first teamers get more reps. So in terms of this matchup, I like the quarterback situation over with Baltimore a bit more than what we're getting with Miami. And just in terms of the results that we've been seeing in the preseason thus far, we have more confidence siding with the road team, taking the Baltimore Ravens to cover this very small spread. Right now, giving about a point. I've also seen this one as a pick'em as well, so it's probably going to be right in about that range. Again, siding with the Ravens here, giving the 1 point on the road. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hope to see you guys back here for future videos.